Hi, everyone. I'm Michelle.
I'm Jim, and we are
A Tea of Your Own. Welcome to another Motivational Monday.
Let's get motivated.
Woo! Yay! Memorial Day.
Yep.
It's a good day.
Yep. Yeah. It's a good day.
It is a good day. It's a
Yeah.
pretty day. Lots of barbecues going on today.
Yep. Lots of
I
people
imagine.
at Lowe's. I know.
Yes.
I was in there with them.
Now, do veterans get extra discount today at Lowe's?
I don't know. I think I did.
Uh-huh.
I think so.
For some reason, I want to say Memorial Day, Memorial Day weekend, and right around Veterans Day, that veterans get a deeper discount than usual.
Yeah, I think it was. I don't know exactly how much, but yeah.
Yeah.
It took a while. They were looking up my account, and they pulled up my dad, and yeah, I'm looking at it and going, "That's my dad."
Should have said, "Sure."
Well, it probably wouldn't have mattered, but he'd been real surprised to find out
When he got a bill.
Yeah, well, he wouldn't have gotten a bill. Well, I don't know because
He would have got the bill.
Yeah, so I don't know what would have happened.
He could have bought what did you get?
Just a weed trimmer.
Oh, weed whacker.
Yeah.
And he could have got a new weed whacker. Good for him.
Yeah.
Yeah. That make for a happy Memorial Day for him, right?
Yeah, except for the fact that he wouldn't actually have it. I don't know that he even does the weed trimming at his house anymore.
I don't know.
Has somebody else do it for him.
Well, and he's got plenty of grandchildren to do that.
That's exactly right.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, plenty of people do that for him.
Exactly. Anyway, it is indeed Memorial Day.
It is.
And people seem to get Memorial Day.
On his shirt,
I know. People get Memorial Day and Veterans Day confused.
They do. Memorial Day is for the people that died.
Yes.
Veterans Day is for those of us who are still alive.
Yes.
Yeah, that's the big difference.
Huge difference.
Yeah, especially when you're standing in front of a group giving a speech and saying on Memorial Day and saying, "Oh, I see some of the people we're honoring here now." It's like,
yeah, no.
So in that case, you're seeing ghosts.
Yeah. No.
Wow.
Memorial Day is indeed to remember those who died and protected us from the evil that is out there. Right?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. The phrase "all gave some gave all" comes to mind. Yes, because there are some who died sacrificing their lives for our freedoms. Correct?
Yes.
Okay. And that's what Memorial Day is all about, is remembering those who went to the great beyond in service to our country. So we are forever grateful for them. Had a couple of things happen this weekend on Saturday. I got to attend 2 different services for people who passed away. Neither one of them who served in our country. So no. However, one of them was a memorial service for one of my friends. Her mother-in-law had passed away a few months ago. And the family decided to host the memorial service this weekend because it would be easy for people to get in there from all over the country. So that's why they hosted it then. Lovely woman. Jean was just a joy to be around. She was well into her 80s, I want to say. Yeah. And just a lovely woman, just delightful to be around. She would come to our tea table for the BPWT every spring, and just a lot of fun. She really was. So her memorial service was this past weekend. The other service you and I went to on Saturday evening, and very different. One of our friends, his son passed away unexpectedly on Tuesday, and they hosted a visitation on Saturday, and we went over there to pay our respects. And huge difference. There's a big difference between being in your 80s, not in very good health, and passing away after a long illness, and being in your 30s and not waking up. Big difference.
Yes.
Okay.
I have no idea where you're going with this. That's why I'm not saying much.
Well, it's Memorial Day.
Okay.
And
Where we remember, military people
Yes,
who
we do.
passed away.
but also,
I have no idea where you're going.
part of this is because you never know what's going to happen when it comes to those who are fighting for freedom. Yes, they have a greater sense that
Yes.
they could die.
Bad things can happen.
Yes. And that they may
you're
not
in combat. That's not a good place to be.
They may not return home.
Right.
Okay. They know that going in. Other people don't. Other people don't realize that today might be the last day and tomorrow is not guaranteed. And so one of the sad things from Saturday evening when we went to the funeral home was hearing what happened Monday night. That he had called and talked to his parents. His back was bothering him, wasn't feeling well, and then didn't wake up Tuesday morning. And so part of this is to remind you that tomorrow is never promised. And you need to remember that about all the people in your lives. That it doesn't matter if they are in the military and serving. It doesn't matter if they're a civilian. It doesn't matter if they're well into their 80s, if they're in their 30s. It doesn't matter if they're a teenager. It doesn't matter if they're, over 100 years old. Tomorrow is not guaranteed. And so I would encourage you to get out there and see the people, spend time with people, because that's one of the things that you can do that you can't, once they're gone, they're gone. You won't have those opportunities again. So make sure you go out there and spend time with the people you want to spend time with. Make sense?
Yeah.
Because the people who died that we're remembering on Memorial Day, you don't get to spend any more time with them.
No.
Okay.
No, they're gone.
Yeah. And I'm betting that if people had, an extra hour or an extra day with them, they'd be grateful for it.
Probably, yeah. I mean, it all depends.
On what?
Well, if you talk about an extra hour or extra day right at the end, maybe not. A person may be in so much pain that they're ready to go. Mm-hmm. So it all depends on circumstances. But yes, I would say for most people, yes.
Yes.
Yes. They if they could have a little more time with them, yes, they would take it.
Yeah. So keep that in mind this Memorial Day as you're out and about. If you're taking advantage of the beautiful weather and having a cookout, or you're at the pool because pools are opening up this weekend, or you're at the beach, or you're out and about. Think about the people in your life that you like to spend time with. Think about the people in your life that you are grateful for, and spend some extra time with them. Make sense?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And think about the military people.
Yes.
Because that's what this is actually all about, is military people.
Yes. And make sure that there are flags on their gravestones. I know the Boy Scouts do that. Sometimes Girl Scouts do that. You'll have civic organizations. You'll have a lot of VFWs that will do that. But make sure there are flags out there.
Yeah. And then when you come across a veteran, tell them how much you appreciate their service. Mm-hmm. Because they are the folks who, keep the bad guys away.
Yes, they do.
Sometimes there can be some differences on opinions about how that's all done, but without our military, we wouldn't be here.
That is correct. You certainly wouldn't have the social media platforms that you have today.
No.
You wouldn't have the ability to express yourself. You wouldn't have the freedom of speech. And so keep that in mind. And also everybody's got to do their own part to make sure that we keep those freedoms in place, because it does seem like they're being eroded slowly but surely. Yeah. That's why sometimes I talk to some veterans and they look around and they go, I can't believe this is what I fought for. Yeah. So, and I get it. That's because Ronald Reagan said that freedom's only, one generation away from being lost. Mm-hmm. And it certainly feels like we've been heading in that direction. Mm-hmm.
I think there's a lot of hope that we're going to get it back on track and get it turned around. But
We'll see.
yeah, it's yeah. Think of veteran.
Yes.
remember the heroes who have gone before, and then
Yep.
think of veteran.
Yes. Because we are eternally grateful for those who died for our country. They're the reason why we have the country that we have.
All right, most unique country on the planet.
Yep.
In the history of mankind.
Yes, it's a wonderful experiment that has gone on for many, many years.
And I do not want to see it fail during my lifetime.
Nope. So thank those who are still around, but please remember those who died in service to their country, because they're the ones who are why we're celebrating and why we're honoring Memorial Day. So keep that in mind. All right.
Okay.
All right. So next week we'll be back. For some reason, I want to start doing another book.
I'm about to say, what do you mean we'll be back? We're here now.
We'll be back on here.
Okay. So we'll be back for another show.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, and you're acting like we're not here.
We're here.
We're here.
I want to do another book because that makes it very easy for what we do.
Okay. Well, you could do the John Maxwell's new book.
Oh, 16 Laws of Communication.
Yeah.
We could. Okay. Maybe we'll do that.
Force us to read it.
Not that we haven't picked it up and opened it up and read through some of it.
yes,
No.
but haven't sat down and read the
No.
whole thing yet. No, we always glance through it. It's like, yep. And then go back and look at the details later.
Yeah, that might be a good book to go through.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll see.
That sounds like a plan.
Okay.
All right, everybody. We will see you next week. Have a wonderful Memorial Day. And if you need us, feel free to reach out to us. How can they do that?
They can send us an email.
And what's the email address?
info@ateagueofyourown.com.
Good. What else could they do?
Call us.
At
412-420-7975.
okay. What else could they do?
Reach out to us through Facebook, LinkedIn,
Instagram.
I know we're on something else.
He could go right now to YouTube and subscribe to our YouTube channel. And you could go to our website, which is
ateagueofyourown.com.
ateagueofyourown.com. Yes. All right. So feel free to reach out to us if you need anything. You need help with leadership training, communication training, or teamwork. We are here for you. All right. We will see you next week, everyone.